Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video, we are going to build a Subway Surfers inspired endless runner using anti-gravity in Google AI Studio. The focus here is not just on making a game, but on seeing how prompt-driven development can help us generate gameplay logic, UI, animations, and then iteratively improve the final result into something much more polished and playable. Let's begin with the core prompt that defines the game. Here, we are clearly specifying the main concept, an endless runner with a character moving automatically on a 3-lane track. We are also defining the player controls such as left, right, jump, and slide, along with the basic gameplay loop of avoiding obstacles and surviving as long as possible. At this stage, the goal is to describe the foundation of the game as clearly as possible so anti gravity can generate a strong first version. In the second part of the prompt, we expand the game into something more polished and feature rich. We add the UI and UX requirements like the start screen, HUD, and the game overflow. Then we describe the visual style, technical requirements, and enhancements such as sound effects, leaderboard storage, pause and resume, and responsive mobile controls. This is where the prompt shifts from simply making a game to asking for a complete production quality experience. Now, it is time for the hands on part. Now, let's move into a hands on demo where we will actually build something fun using anti gravity is also available inside Google AI Studio. You can access it using this above link. Once you open this, you'll see a full development environment where you can describe what you want and it builds the entire app for you. This is not just UI generation. It can generate logic, animations, interactions, and even complete working applications. Let's test this by building something exciting, a Subway Surfer style game. In this demo, we are going to build basically a polished endless runner game. Think of something like Subway Surfers, where the characters run forward, avoids obstacles, collects coins, and the speed keeps increasing. Now, let's describe what exactly we want. Now, notice how detailed I'm going to be because better prompts always results into better applications. You can see the prompt that I'm giving to the agent. Now I'll run this with the Gemini model. Notice how I'm not specifying the exact code, just describing the experience. Let's see what anti-gravity builds. Once the game has been developed, we will keep iterating in order to make it more better. In these tabs, you can switch from preview mode to the code mode. Over here, you can also download the code files that it is creating. Let's look at some of these files. Here it is basically defining the logic behind the game. And in this CSS file, it will be defining the UI of the game. It says that it has generated the game and it is providing us with the control rules as well. So let's look at the preview mode. It has given a name to the app, that is New Runner. And we can see the rules of the game as well. So let's try playing it. Uh-oh. Let's try again. But the rules are working properly, so we can see that it has defined the logics pretty well. Start run. Okay. When I'm clicking on the try again menu, it is not working. So let's iterate accordingly. While it iterates, let's quickly explore what it has created. You can see that it has created the game UI, the controls, score system, and the movement as well. Notice how it has already built the core gameplay loop, UI, and the interactions. This is a complete working game generated from a single prompt. Now comes the real power of anti-gravity iteration. Since we saw that the try again button was not working, we can iterate accordingly so that we can get a better version of it. Like instead of just rewriting the code, we can just refine the prompt or iterate the prompt in order to get a better version of it. Let's see how it improves. It says that it has fixed the try again button issue. So let's start playing. Uh-oh, again there was a mismatch in the logic. We can iterate accordingly as we go. So let's try another prompt. First, we will define the issue that we are facing. When I change the lane, it stopped the entire game and brought me to try again. And now I'll add one more feature like improved visuals with better animations, smoother transitions, and more polished UI. Like make it feel like a high quality mobile game and add a female character option also. So that's like adding another feature. Let's see the result it gives. This is exactly like how you guide the system by describing the issue and not fixing the code. This is a great example of how we debug using the prompts. We can also switch the device preview options as well. Since we defined in the prompt that we want the app to be optimized for mobile devices as well or mobile size devices, we can check it in that version also. Let's look at the tablet one, how it looks. Okay. It has fixed the issue and added the another feature. Racer A, Racer B. Gauge. Let's start. Let's see whether it fixed the issue that I was facing earlier. So yeah, earlier I was facing the issue when I was changing the lane, it was taking me to the main menu. But now that issue has been fixed. So yeah. This basically improved the usability, which is critical in games. You can even refine it further by adding more features, making it more advanced. So, in this demo, we did not just build a game, we built, improved, and debugged it entirely using prompts. Anti gravity is not just generating code, it is helping you think in terms of outcomes, not implementation. This is what building applications with AI looks like: fast, iterative, and accessible to everyone. You can go from idea to a working product in minutes just by describing what you want. So, that was our build of Subway Surfers inspired endless runner using anti gravity in Google AI Studio. The main takeaway is that prompt driven development makes it possible to go from a detailed idea to a playable game much faster and then improve it iteratively by refining mechanics, visuals, and user experience. In the next video, we will continue exploring more practical workflows with anti gravity. Thank you for watching.